Oh guys, have we got a treat for you today. Not only is it one of my personal favourite cars ever made, but it could potentially be your next car. Emerald HQ are really pleased to announce that we've got an I30N from Hyundai. Finished in grey slate with less than 22,000 miles on the clock, 276 brake horsepower, and basically one of the best hot hatchbacks for driving pleasure you'll find today. Now, this is the Korean firm's entry into the hot hatch category. As you can see, it looks the business. I can assure you from a driver's perspective, it drives the business, and it's just a great car. It looks fantastic. It's statement, it's niche, it's covered by a warranty of 5 years. Obviously of that now you've got 3 years remaining, but yeah, just look at it, it's absolutely beautiful. You've got the xenon LED headlights here. You've got a black gloss honeycomb grille, as you can see, with the Hyundai N logo just here. You also have a really striking contrast red stripe around some of the bodywork just to give it that more track-based feel. You have the nice alloy wheels here, which are a 19-inch rim, diamond cut, gloss black, with a red N caliper. You also have gloss black mirrors with the indicators built in. You have window rubbers, you have satin black door pillars, and you also have nice N Performance side skirts here. Now the colour itself, grey slate, is a combination of Nardo grey and the signature colour on I30N's Performance blue. It's not pearlescent, but in some light it does look more blue than it does grey, but up close I can assure you it is a grey finish. You have tinted privacy glass, and as every car should have, you have a gloss black lip spoiler with a really nice addition of an N in the LED integrated braking light. Now as you can see, the back is potentially the tastiest part of this car. You want to see it behind you, but you also want to see it in front. Just look how gorgeous that looks. The red here, down the bottom again, contrast. The honeycomb mesh grille just at the bottom, just before the diffuser, and the dual exhaust system, which I must say let out an absolutely incredible exhaust note when you put the car into N mode and N custom. Opening up the boot here, it is a manual, but as you can see you get quite a lot of room. Being a hatchback, but it does almost look like an estate as such. It's a very nice looking car, but it remains practical as well. The I30 is a very good selling car, but the I30N is everything that does, with a bit more speed and a bit more grunt under the bonnet. Moving back round, as you can see, nice body styling, little flares on the arches there, little canyons. It just is an all-round stunning car. You also have keyless entry. This is meant to be an impartial view, but I just can't help getting excited when I see something I like. I want everybody to know. The Korean firm have done a fantastic job on this, and I don't know if you're aware, but Hyundai actually poached BMW's designer for over 20 years, who's responsible for some of the best M cars made over the last couple of generations. He was the founding person of the newly formed N division of Hyundai, and this was their first car. As you can see, he's done a great job. Things are no different on the interior of this. Hyundai's really different, drastic approach to modernisation of cars and the modern features. It's just great. It looks phenomenal. Obviously you've got the half perforated leather multifunction steering wheel, which will also operate the instrument cluster and the media centre there. You have a manual gearbox, which is fantastic in this car because it allows you to really feel its true potential, especially when it's in N mode. And the gear knob itself is nicely branded with the N logo and has a perforated leather top for driver comfort when holding. You have the half Alcantara and half leather with the contrast blue stitching and embossed sport seats. As you can see, no wear on the bolster. You also have a very high resolution screen which includes sat-nav, all media streaming, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, anything you could want. The Korean genius designers really have gone to work with this. It really is such a lovely, unique way to design and build a car. really does stand out from the rest of the competition. Now, as you can see, the resolution itself on the screen is fantastic, but as with everything, it's really easy to use. Large screen, similar to that of the BMW Pro Nav, not as big in size, but just as good. Get rid of the compass, and there you go, set out more so than Google Maps. Now obviously, if you were to click on Nav here, really easy to use, touch screen, find your address. Let's have a look, where can we go? Should we go to Emerald House of Cars? I reckon so. Wednesbury, there we are, and street. So this is just in advance of when you come down to see our I30N, you'll be able to know exactly where to go. Heath Road, Wednesbury. So there we go. And as simple as that. Upon entering the car, you're also greeted with the vehicle moving itself into an easy position of the memory settings, and you've also got a nice little jingle to make sure you realise you're in the presence of greatness. You also have on the radio settings here DAB, FM and AM. Media, you are able to insert a media device, Bluetooth streaming, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto or CD if you so desire. Obviously here you have the settings button, and that will go into the other things in more depth. As you can see, it's all set out here for you to use, which we're not going to go too much in. Moving down, you have your air conditioning and your SD card here, and here you have the air conditioning control. Moving down here, you have your auxiliary port, your USB port. You also there have your 12 volt chargers, and you have a wireless charging pad for your mobile phone. Down here you have parking assist and you have auto stop start, and for those of you with performance at heart, you also have the traction control. This model isn't part of the winter pack and does not contain the heated steering wheel. Now, as you can see on the wheel, there's many controls: voice control, telephone, cruise control, revs. You have everything here. These two buttons, however, are the best. So drive mode, if you click that button, that will change your eco, normal and sport. And if you click this little button here, well, you can probably guess from the logo on it, this takes you into N mode. Now, as you can see, you have N mode custom, or you have N mode in that respect. Now, this one will destabilise the traction control. Custom is the own individual setup that you have that you can do in the menu, or this is your own. Now, this gives the car a really substantial boost from the exhaust note, and let people on the road know that your presence really does warrant attention. Also, as you can see, you've got a carbon fibre effect and a nice sharp display on the dashboard. Moving round, you have electric windows all round, the ability to deadlock, and you also have a memory setting for your seats, and you have electrically adjustable mirrors that fold. And here you have the lane assist, and you also have the option to change the brightness of your bulbs. Here you have your window wipers, and here you have the ability to use automatic lights. Now, I'm just going to show you the exhaust note on this, just so you understand what I'm saying. Now, bear in mind, this car is totally stock and unmodified. The potential for tuners on this is fantastic, but if you just want a practical car with fantastic performance, look no further than our I30N at Emerald House of Cars. Probably the best car dealership in the UK. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I cannot wait to show you the virtual test drive. This is such an easy car to just drive, to understand, to feel the road. It really is the epitome of driving pleasure. Take nothing away from the German counterparts. They do their part very well, and their cars are every inch a good hot hatch. But this to me just takes it that level further. I mean, you've got a fantastic high resolution display. you've got a touchscreen media system, you've got sat-nav, you've got Bluetooth, you've got media streaming, you've got Apple CarPlay, you've got performance monitors. I mean, as you can see, you've got a performance timer. It measures your G-force, it measures turbo, torque, power. It's amazing. And the power on these, the 272 brake horsepower, is delivered so easily, so smoothly, and so fluently. The manual box, as you can see, no issues, no judders, no anything. Simple and effective. You've got automatic lights, you've got air conditioning, you've got traction control, and of course you've got a multifunction, multi-spoke steering wheel. Now, up on the steering wheel, you have two of the big buttons. The flag, which takes you into N Custom, and as you can hear, that does give the exhaust such a lovely tone. I can't describe from the interior how nice that exhaust sounds. You also can change your driving mode from normal, sport, and eco. We'll put it into sport mode now, and then custom, and we'll see if you can hear the difference on the exhaust now. As you can see, it drops down into your gears nicely. Bit of an overrun feature, a bit of a pop and bang, and look at this. I mean, how can you not get the pure thrill of driving when you have that so easily delivered? We'll now get the car up to speed at 60 miles an hour, let go of the wheel and show you that there's nothing to worry about as a new potential owner, as there's no wheel wobble or anything else. There you go. As you can see, no wheel wobble, nothing at all. Just get into a straight. There you go. No wheel wobble, no tracking, no clunks, no clinks, no knocking, nothing like that. Each car at Emerald goes through the 128 point inspection prior to retailing, so the new owners have complete reassurance when purchasing from us that there's no maintenance for the foreseeable future. I mean, I just physically cannot get enough of this car. The smile on my face, it's not for the camera, it's so natural. And I really feel if you're so lucky to own one of these cars, as I'm hoping I will do next, that you will benefit and you will just completely understand the joy and the euphoria upon driving. The i30N also benefits from Hyundai's famed 5-year warranty. Being a 2018 car, there is still some coverage remaining on this. If you speak to your local Hyundai dealer, they'll be happy to sort it. Another reminder and another fantastic addition that the new owners don't have to worry about maintenance for the foreseeable future. I don't know what else you could want from a car. To sum up, I quite like this car, and I think you would too. For all interest, please contact our award-winning sales team at Emerald House of Cars, probably the best car dealership in the UK. Thanks for watching. We'll speak to you soon.